Welcome to MicroscottPro.com's webcast series. My name is Scott Lindsay. Today I want to show you about a feature called System Restore. This is something that Microsoft designed for us to use when our computers get into trouble. Let me take a moment and explain exactly what System Restore does, because I think there's some confusion out there as to what exactly this feature is used for. Let's say that today your computer is running quite well. Things open up the way they're supposed to open up. You don't have pop-up boxes opening up all the time. And your computer is basically running the way that you like it to run. What we're going to do then today is set what's called a System Restore point. You want to do this on a day that your computer is running well, and I'll explain why. System Restore, when you set this restore point, it's going to make a snapshot or a copy of your system files and your preferences and some other information. And it's going to put that in a file and keep it on your computer. Now, let's say that we get down the road a week or two and you happen to be surfing online and you're in a website, and all of a sudden things start to act a little bit differently. Maybe the window doesn't respond quite the way that it's supposed to. Maybe that you get some pop-ups that aren't supposed to happen. This is a good time to send it back in time using the System Restore feature. What you will do is you'll open up the System Restore feature, and then you'll go ahead and you'll choose today's date as your System Restore point to send your computer back to. All it is just that dated file that's going to send it back to today when we set it when it was running well. Once the System Restore feature has completed, it's going to reboot your computer, and at that point it should run as though it were today. This is a great feature to keep on hand because you can get rid of viruses that happen to attack your machine. You can get rid of things that maybe a program might install improperly and you need to uninstall it. System Restore is a great way to go back in time and to get rid of that. So there's lots of things that you can use System Restore for. Let's go ahead and I'm going to show you exactly how to set up our System Restore point, and then I'll also show you how to send it back in time using System Restore. Let's set a System Restore point first. To do this, click the Start button in the lower left corner of your desktop. Next, click Control Panel on the right. Now, click System. If you don't see the system icon, go up into the upper right hand corner, and where it says View By, click the down arrow and select Large Icons. Now go back and click the system icon. In the new window that opens, up on the left, click System Protection, and the System Properties dialog box opens. Near the top of this box you'll see 5 tabs: Computer Name, Hardware, Advanced, System Protection, and Remote. Make sure the System Protection tab is selected. In the Protection Settings box you'll see a list of available drives you can have System Restore monitor. Each one will indicate its status to the right. If there is a drive listed there that you need to turn on the protection, just click on the drive letter once, then click the Configure button. At the top, click Restore System Settings and Previous Versions of Files, and then below, move the slider until it shows 8 to 12% for max usage. This is only a guideline. You can use more and you can use less space. 8 to 12% is just a good mid-range. Click OK to save your changes. Do this for each drive that is listed in the box. Once you have enabled all the drives you want System Restore to monitor, click the Create button. Next, you can name the restore point. Try to name it something that will help you remember why you set it. For example, if you are setting this restore point because you are installing Office 10 software, you can name it Before Office 10 Installation. Just one point It is a good idea to set a system restore point before installing new software or making any changes to your system. Now click Create. It will take a minute or two for the restore point to be set. When it has completed, click Close and then OK to close the boxes, and then close any other open windows. You have now successfully created a system restore point. Now let's say your system gets into trouble a couple of weeks later. Maybe pop-ups are happening all over the place, or your Internet Explorer might be freezing up, or it just might be very, very slow. So let's go ahead and do a system restore. To open System Restore, click the Start button down in the lower left corner of your desktop. Click All Programs. Click the Accessories folder. Scroll down and click System Tools, and then click System Restore. The Starting System Restore box appears. Click Next. Check mark the box in the lower left corner so it will show more restore points. This way we can see all of the restore points that have been set. Now you should be able to see the restore point that you just set for your computer. You'll notice that there are system restore points that are automatically set by other programs before they make changes to your system. Any restore points you set indicate they are manually set. A couple of things to consider when selecting a restore point. I have found that manual restore points seem to work better, and the newer the restore point, the greater the chances it will work. Select a date and description to restore your computer back to by highlighting it. At this point, you can scan for affected programs to see what the restoration will affect. It takes a few minutes for this scan to complete. Once done, you'll see a list of programs and drivers that may be affected by the restoration. If everything looks good, click Close, then click Next. Confirm your restore point, then click Finish. Click Yes to indicate you want to continue. Your computer will show that it is preparing to restore your system, and then it will begin. Your computer will also reboot at the end, and you should get a box indicating if the restore worked or not. If it is successful, everything should be working as expected. And if it is unsuccessful, you can choose another restore point and try it again. Let's say that you do a system restore, but it doesn't take care of your problem, or it makes things worse. You can reverse this restoration by opening up System Restore again and selecting Undo System Restore and then clicking Next. Confirm your action to restore your computer back to the state it was in before it was just restored, and click Finish. Click Yes to start. Again, it will take a few minutes for the system restore to complete, and after it reboots, it will show you a box indicating whether it was successful or not. If you'll take the time each month to set a system restore point when your computer is running well, it can really give you some added options for recovery when things go badly. Especially when you're surfing the internet, viruses can take hold of your computer quite quickly, and using System Restore is one of those things that makes it easy to get rid of in most cases. Does System Restore work every single time? No, it does not. But it really is a good feature because it does work most of the time. Thank you for joining me. In my next webcast, I'm going to show you how to delete temporary internet files and other files so that your computer can run in tip-top shape. This is Scott Lindsay for MicroScottPro.com saying happy computing.